welcome in. There's a few things we'll talk about tonight. This probably my last live until this weekend. So talk about pipe maintenance tonight and a few other things. In which I know it's been discussed many a times, but I'll do my version, the way I do things, the way I take care of pipe, everything. Talk about tobaccos, how to get the best smoke out of it. I'll use this pipe as an example. We got one on. Don't know who it is, but welcome. Well, let's get into it tonight. Today ain't gonna be on too long tonight, guys. This is for the beginners, intermediates, pipe smokers, pipe. This is a Missouri Meerschaum Ozark hardwood. I'll try to get up on the camera where you can see it. If you need to pause it, you can pause it and look. That's from Missouri Meerschaum Ozark. You have your bowl. I'm going to use this as a guide. You got your bowl, your rim. Let's move this up just so you guys can see. Got your bowl, chamber, roll your rim, chamber to put your tobacco in. Got your shank and the stem. Take this off. You got what's called the stumble. Not that hard to take care of, guys. Put your tobacco in there. Smoke it. Times your smoke comes through here, comes through the draft hole, comes through the shank, out the mouthpiece. Now, refer this to a car. Drinking coffee. You don't want to puff it too fast or too hard, because this get hot. Your tobaccos, it's not going to taste good. Smoke it like a freight train. You're going to burn your mouth, good tongue bite, whatever. It's like a car. Run the car too hard, it's going to overheat. Then you're going to start problems. Smoke your tobacco nice and steady. Sips. After you run your car nice and steady, going down, your pipe's going to function correctly like your car does. Now, the big mistake you can make, and I've seen this happen, I've done it myself when I first started, is people don't give, some people don't give their pipes cool down and they start cleaning it. Well, on the inside of your bowl, you can start chipping away or whatever on the inside of your bowl while it's hot. You're not giving it time to do its process. It's like a car. You got your car overheat, and you go to your radiator to move that cap. What's going to happen? It's gonna explode on you, and all that radiator foot's gonna come up in your face. That happened to my brother-in-law's dad one time, and just for luck, just got some side of his face because he moved quick enough. Well, that's what can happen to your pipe. You can crack your pipe, whatever. Another thing I've seen people make a mistake doing when their pipe's hot, they take their stem off. Stem. Okay, there's the thing. Pipe's hot. This is hot. This expands out. And then that's why it looks hard for this to turn. Well, what happens is take this off and clean your pipe while it's still warm and hot. And then eventually what happens is over time your stem goes back into the mortise and it ain't tight like this, it's gonna be loose. Because you didn't give all this here time to cool down your pipe. I don't care if you're smoking Ozark, I don't care if you smoke a briar, I don't care if it's Seven Nelly, a Rossi, whatever type of briar you're smoking. It can happen to any pipe. Usually I'll give my pipe about a half hour to 45 minutes to cool down. Then I clean it. It's like maintenance on a car. You make sure that your oil's checked. You got oil, radiator's good, oil's good, transmission fluid's good. You know, put this as your engine. Your inside your bowl is like the engine underneath your car. You want to maintain that, like your engine, to make sure it's functioning and running right. That's the way you want to do your pipes. You want to make sure this is clean, your drive hole is clean, stem's clean. Pipe cleaners, whatever. Now, if your pipe, especially a briar, will start forming cake, always a rule of thumb is you want the thickness of a nickel or the thickness of a dime. It's your own personal preference. Everybody's different. Because over time, if your pipe forms cake thicker than that, that cake expands. It's like expands and shrinks like a valve. It's like your thermostat in your vehicle to your water pump. Expands, and when it gets cooled off, it'll go back down. Same way. But eventually, over time, if you don't take that cake out there and cut that cake back to a thickness of a dime or a nickel, eventually what's going to happen is it's going to crack your pipe. You may have a $200 pipe and you didn't do no maintenance on that pipe. Keeping it clean and maintained, that's what's going to happen. I had an estate pipe one time, and just for luck, it had just a just a crack up here on top of the bowl. On the inside, you can see it. But it did not affect the smoking quality of that pipe. Now, can that pipe be repaired? Most likely you have a 50-50 shot on that. Yes and no. If that crack didn't go all the way through the bowl, all the way through, you can get some pipe mud and put it in there, fix it. And start doing your all over again from the take over that, and it should be okay. I promise that pipe. I've got pipes I have for in some other states I had over 5 or 6 years. No problems out of it. Now, on this particular pipe here, some people get fancy with the stem. Now I can get a different stem, a forever stem for this. But here's the rule of thumb. Before you smoke that pipe, if it's a legend or a country gentleman, before you smoke that pipe, if you want a forever stem, they're $25. From Mount Freehand, $25 plus shipping, tax shipping, whatever. About $30. You want to get it before you start smoking it. Now you can get it after you smoke a couple bowls. You can get a forever stem for them. If you want to. It's up to you. But you got to keep everything maintained, like an automobile, like a car, truck, van, whatever, SUV. You got to do maintenance on these, like you do your car. It's going to last you forever. As long as I maintain this pipe, keep it clean, keep obstruction from everything in here, this pipe will last me for years to come. I'll probably already smoked about 25, I say between 20 30 smokes out of this pipe already. And if I probably, I mean, if I probably smoke another 20 30 bowls in this pipe, it'll be mostly close to 100 bowls or so. It'll be broken in. It'll be well seasoned. It ain't broken in yet, not quite. It's getting there. But once your pipe gets in there, then you're in the ball game. You know, I've already got pipes that's already, they're put up. Now, but you get the pipes that works for you. Don't go by everybody's recommendation on pipes because everybody's different. There's some people like 6 mils. There's a lot of people like 9 mils. Um, there's some people just collect like Salvinellis. There's some people just collect corn cobs. There's some people just collect Petersons. Certain shapes. Um, and there's not smoking this. People says, well, you ain't much of a pipe smoker because you have to have a Salvinelli, or you got to have a Peterson, or you got to have a John Bull, or you got to have a certain type of pipe to be a pipe smoker. No, you don't. Like Matches 860 said in one of his videos, you got a hole, dropped a hole here, stem. You're smoking the pipe. It does not have to be a $500 pipe or a $200 pipe or a $150 pipe. And there's a lot of people does the steak pipes, believe it or not. They may have to clean it because it's ghosted with some type of aromatic or a heavy lidocaine or a heavy floral or heavy parade. But the way I found out that you can get that ghost now, yeah, a lot of people does salt treatment, but that salt treatment too can also potentially, not all the time, but potentially can crack your bowl. But what I found out, I've learned this from a couple people. Smoke some haunted bookshop or old Joe Cramps or something in it. It's got straight burley, Virginia, and Perique, and it's all balanced out. You know, um, what I normally do if I made the mistake of smoking, say LJ Freddy's No Name, which I had that heavy on the floral. It smelled like between flowers and soap. Yeah, and I forgot to smoke it in a corn cob. Well, I smoked one of my brothers. This happened probably about 5 or 6 years ago, and it basically goes to my pipe. I have just like I have some haunted bookshop. I smoked me a couple bowls of it, 3, 4 bowls, same day. But I gave my pipe a rest, cleaned it, whatever. I was fine. Very rarely you smoke in a corn cob. Very rarely that pipe will ghost. You can smoke anything and everything in a corn cob or a meerschaum pipe. You won't have no troubles. Because very rarely they'll ever ghost. Now, as far as tobaccos go, um, I dry mine out like right here. The perfect moisture level is good. Now, you don't want to get down to a crisp where it's almost dust because I'll tell you what's going to happen. You're going to wind up getting tongue bite. I did that here the other day. I tried some tobacco out and forgot about sitting there and went to go smoke it. Guess what? I'll start getting tongue bite. But I can smoke this perfectly. Normally, I smoke it in this pipe here. I don't smoke it in my bars or my one bar I got over there. I smoke in this. Perfect. Now, this here, this for dent. I got this from the hospital. It's people for having dentures. But I had to put my stuff in there, like my ring and stuff, because I was going to need surgery. So one day, so here the other day, I got to thank them. Good for pipe tobacco. I got almost a great big half bag fun full of Haunted Bookshop. So I put some in there. And you know what? It's the perfect thing to use because the moisture level on this is just right. Which means I can just blow the bowl this and go for it. Sorry about that, guys. I adjust my game. Now, look, now everybody's got their own personal preference. Now sometimes your pH levels can be off, or you go smoke a pipe, the same blend. It's got the components say like Haunted Bookshop. Okay, you smoke a couple bowls of that, Virginia, Perique, and Burley in it, and you go smoking a different blend that's got the same components in it, all even, and that kind of throws your palate off. Well, it can either you can either it could be one of two factors. It can either you got too much toxins built up, or it's your pH levels are off because you smoke 3 or 4 bowls of Haunted Bookshop, which Haunted Bookshop's got higher nicotine, but Ruska's got an even higher nicotine in it. So, got to be careful. For you newbies out there and you're intermediate pop smokers and you're transitioning to something like that, my first recommendation for that is you eat a full meal. You know, eat a good meal before you attempt to smoke something like Haunted Bookshop or Ojo Krantz or Ruska or anything like that. Because if you try to smoke it on an empty stomach and your first time doing it, you're gonna feel it. I did. Now, not everybody's going to be the same. Now, I've noticed that there's some people's palates are the same. Not everybody's palate the same. Now, I can say, well, my palate's like RD's or uh, Patrick's or whoever's, because we're basically on the same page as far as tobacco goes, the nicotine goes, the components. Um, Now, if it's a new blend I never had yet, I'll go on tobaccofuse.com to see what's in it and who makes it. I don't read none of the reviews. I don't, some people don't use the tobacco reviews. They'll try to pick it out. Okay, yeah, I taste the Virginias. I taste the Latakia. I taste the Virginias. I taste the Burleys. I could taste the spiciness of the Perique. Whatever. But you always want to dry out your tobaccos, especially your aromatics, guys, because some of the aromatics is goopy. I got some Broken Riff cherry liquor over there. Spent almost $12 for that pouch, and yeah, I can complain about it. I didn't even dry it out, guys, and I still get tongue bite. Now, if I take that and I'll mix it with something like John Bull, because it's an English brand, not put too much to let the cherry liquor overpower the English and let it dry, I'm fine. I'm okay with it. Now, like this stuff I got sitting here, it's got, oh, I can't think of the blend right now. I got it packed up. But I got it mixed in with some John Bull. Well, it's great. Sometimes you can experiment with tobaccos blending and put it in a jar, and you can put on what I do is I get tape, and I'll put it on that jar, blending jar on the side, and then I get me another piece of tape to put on top to fit that ring, and I'll put it on there what it is. And then what I do is after I get done with that, I'll get a little 2 ounce jar, a little one, and I put the date on it. And then when I get done with that, I'll wash it with warm soapy water, clean it out real good. Then set out for a couple hours, let it good air dry, and do it again. Something like this here works perfect, even though it's got don't got that rubber seal in there, but I say that's close to 2 ounces, maybe 2.5. Now, what I normally do is I'll put the tobacco in this, and I'll put the rest of it up, and I just smoke what's in this. This here, I just did a little experiment here the other day. So, this not going to go to waste. I might go back outside here later and look. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and load this bowl up. Normally, there's different ways people pack a bowl. Some people just fill it like this. Let the tobacco drop down there and hit the side. Some people put it there and lightly pack it the Frank method. Put it in there, top it like a baby, handshake of a baby, and then fill it up some more, top it down, and then they press down just a bit more firmer, the handshake of a woman. And then usually on the third one is you press a little bit more firmer, and it's usually the handshake of a man. Now this bowl here takes this, even though this may look small, but this takes a bit more than normal. So I'll put it in there like this. And usually when you get to the top there, and you go down with it, it puts the spring up like a spring. So what I normally do is I'll just take my thumb, curl it around. But usually push the draw on it just fine. Because I know how to pack this one. Now all pipes are different. You got to be careful because if you go and do it like you normally do, because your inside of your bowl chamber may be smaller, you got to pack out different than you normally do something like this. Then you got to take all that tobacco out and learn that pipe to see where you can. I've done with pipes before. I have learned to see how to adjust. I've done it. I had to adjust a certain pipe, because the small, it'd be a smaller bowl, not a smaller bowl, but a smaller chamber. Because I'm a medium-sized person on chambers. I'm medium. You got your large, medium, and small, or the next large wide bowls. I'm a medium type person. That's what this bowl is. It's medium. Normally, after I get done cleaning this particular pipe here, I'll let it rest about a half hour to an hour after cleaning. Then I can load it back up. This type of pipe here don't need no resting time like a briar. You can smoke this all day, every day. Now, normally, when I got this pipe, if I get another one of these, I will smoke this all day long until it gets charged. Because, see, the inside of this bowl is not coated. Inside this pipe is the same color as this. So I'll smoke the dog snot out of it until about 9 or 10 bowls. And I'll smoke those 9 or 10 bowls for a couple of days. And then it's normally charged, good to go. You'll learn over time. Yes, is pipes expensive? Yes. Is the pipe tobacco expensive? Yes. But in the long run, it's going to save you in the long run. Because if you smoke cigarettes, average it out. Say like you bought the bulk of comic book shop and say you bought a pound of it, which is 16 ounces, and say like it cost you say like $125. Okay, and you went and bought a couple others like that for $125. So say like you bought that and say like Lane One Q, and so there's $250. Okay, and you go and buy like John Bull. So there's you another uh $375. Okay, so you got about 3 pounds of tobacco for $375. And that's your top three favorite blends that you like. You can switch up and then you divide that up in 8 ounce jars or 2 ounce jars, divide it up, whatever how you want to do it. So you figure your cigarettes going so if you buy you and you go to say like 2 cartons of cigarettes a week. So you take say like $100, say like you smoke $100 worth of cigarettes a week. That including tax. Let's say 100 a week. By the end of the month, you're spending over 400, 500, 600, about $400 or $500 a month. Well, over here, you done spent 375 on just on one order, and that there's going to last you for several months on end. Say like and you don't smoke a pipe maybe a couple times a day. So that tobacco may last you 6 months. Okay, look how much you're saving on tobacco. So say like every 6 months you're putting a new order in. And you got your own like a bank account with like a card, and that card is just for your tobaccos or pipe accessories only. Say like a PayPal card. So say like you get paid every 2 weeks, and say like you're putting $50 on that card every 2 weeks, so that's $100 a month. So when that 6 months comes along, you got $600 just on that card alone, and that just for your tobaccos whatever you need. That card is separate from your personal account, where that your personal account is for your bills and stuff. You know, say like your rent, electric, water, gas. Then you got your car and everything. That there is just for your personal utilities. But you got this over here. Oh, you got enough tobacco besides that in tins, and that's just your main three. But you got your other tobaccos in tins, jars, whatever. That's your backup just in case something happens. You can't order right then and there. You got your backup list. See what I'm saying? And but you still put money on that card. That there's just for your that's just for your tobaccos. Some people use it wisely. They just get what they like to smoke. They get what they absolutely need. Now to go out here and get stir crazy of buying tobaccos because they go by recommendations. Yes, you're a first time pipe smoker. You're a beginner in me. Yeah, you're going to do it. Yeah, you know. But you'll learn what you like. You'll learn what you like and what you don't like. You'll learn what your palate like. But sometimes your palate changes on you too. Just like me, I can smoke comic book shop every day, all day. But then all of a sudden my palate changes, I'll go with John Bull. Or I may go to something aromatic because my palate changes from time to time. Not all the time, from time to time it does. Um, I've been in this hobby here in the YTPC for going on 8 years. I've been smoking the pipe longer than that. I didn't know all these brands existed until I started in the YTPC, and I'm seeing all these guys smoking different types of tobacco. I think, what's this? What's that? Then they start saying pipe cigars, tobacco pipes. Um, start talking about C&D blends, this blend, that blend. I'm thinking, I start going around and looking. I'm thinking, oh my god, all these blends. There's no way no way. If somebody can prove me wrong that they have smoked every single blend came out, I'd like to know. Because there's no way. And they're coming out with these new blends. I'm not talking about this small batch or limited release blends. I'm talking about them regular production blends. There's constant production every day. And if somebody's done it, I like to know. Because, see, there's some blends like across the pond we can't get here. They just started the HU blends here several months back, start selling here. You take blends like Condor and them type blends, can't get it here. So, when I first started smoking Dojo plants, it knocked me on my hind end. I about passed out in terror because it was strong on nicotine. Strong on the nicotine. But smoke what you like, smoke what you got. If you think I'm not putting nobody down. I've done it before. If somebody recommends a good tobacco and you know that they're good, yeah. But do within your budget. There's another thing too I like to talk about. There's people goes in debt on their credit cards because they have to have it. They have to have a certain tobacco or they have to have a certain pipe. They'll go in debt to get it. The best thing to do, buy straight out. That's always been taught. I've been taught that. My dad always taught me years ago if I go to a store and there's something I needed and I see it and I don't got the money for it right then and there, then I don't need it. Plain and simple, guys. Plain and simple. Don't go in debt because you'll be paying that off for the rest of your life. Just do a little bit at a time. If you think our pipe's not going to be around and you have to choose between tobacco of that certain pipe, and you think our pipe's not going to be there available, and you know that tobacco's going to be there next time around, I'll get the pipe. But if it's within my budget. Now, right now, I can't do nothing fine because of my budget. The predicament I'm in. If I took on a side job or something, then yeah, I can do it. Say like or I sell something. Say for instance, I sell my banjo, which I ain't gonna sell it. But say I sold my banjo, it's about 300, almost a $400 outfit, and I sell for 250. No, that's a 225. Then yeah, I can go and get a card, and I go on there and get what I want. That tobaccos and stuff that I got now, I'm happy with it. Happy with it. My nose has been running like a freight train. But be do you? Yes, I like to see the reviews of people doing these tobaccos. Um, I like watching them. I like watching the yabos. I like watching the stuff. I like to see their opinion on it. I love to see what they got to say about it, especially these newbies, these new guys, the young and upcoming. What they think about, say, like comic book shop, or what they think about a certain aromatic, or this here or that there, or how does a pipe smoke? Because I can have almost an identical pipe, and then you know, yes, I got my bars, but I'm smoking this one. Now this here is starting to color. Well, it's starting to darken up, so you can't see it. But up around here, up in here, it's a different color than this down here. Cause it's starting, cause I smoke about every day. This here is darkening up, getting darker. This here is a lot of color. But see, we cannot, where I'm at, I cannot smoke in this room because they have so many people going by the road, go against the rules that they just quit it. Now, where I'm going is I can do it. I can choose inside or out, and that's what makes it nice. That's why you don't have to worry about anybody coming bugging you or bothering you or being nosy. Um, I gotta see a doctor here. I'm gonna be here for a couple more minutes. I gotta get up early in the morning, go see a doctor about my foot. Then I gotta see my regular doctor Thursday, and so that's why I ain't gonna be doing nothing until the weekend. So I have a birthday yabo, and I will probably show, but I have to get the okay from the other party, and I will not mention the party's name. I'll do out of respect. Sometimes there's been times I did yabos and not mention the person's name. So, because this is how I feel. It ain't nothing about bragging rights. It ain't bragging on them, or they don't want to be bragged on, be put up on a pedestal. I understand that. I don't either. I don't like to be bragged on. I don't like to be put up on a pedestal. Don't. Oh, well, he's a heck of a nice guy. Yeah, yeah. I'm more of a private person when it comes down to stuff like that. You know, so well, guys, I'm gonna call it. It's getting close to midnight, and thanks for who came in. I don't know who the people are. They ain't saying nothing. We're actually, yeah, two people. So it's all right. So just to hi, Mafia Piper. Thanks for all for joining me. I'm gonna go get off here, finish this coffee off, give me some water. Go out here, smoke a pipe, and I'm going to bed. So just to have Mafia Piper, keep him